Okay. Welcome all. Been a while. Let's just get rolling. I cannot wait until Sector 6 looks more like the Saga sector. I'm so tired of this layout. Let's say la vie. Hey, Skills, how's it going? Increased buff durations, pretty massive. Training degen is good. Impact purge is good. I'm gonna take all out effects given who I've got, but yeah, good first choice. Hey, Shibby, how's it going? Nice, Seven. Good luck with that. Nice. Yeah, strong choices. Any plans today? Mostly catching up. Um, I've got, I think, probably at least 3 war videos on the backlog. A spotlight I need to edit for Phoenix. Gonna be doing some work on a members only video, talking about what I did this last week, and then I don't know, probably beyond that, just relaxing. Yeah, the conference was good. Um, yeah, it was really good. It was interesting. That's fun. So that wasn't completely perfect, but I do want to shout out to any of y'all who aren't used to that. What I was just doing with the special one there is how you should fight Sentinel if you're trying to keep analysis down. Notice it only ticked up twice. So the idea there is basically because it's based on your actions, you want to block the first hit of the special one, parry it if you can, then dash back once, or dodge once, and then out of the beams that follow, you want to block one of them, dex the last few, and that will work. Nice, Madrox. She's definitely worthy. Yeah, that's correct, Gujo. Tech is my remaining class to do. Hey, Jethro. It was good. I will talk about it more with my members. I think the thing I'll say here is that for the most part, the conference, I've been telling everybody this, the conference was more focused on like the things that I want to learn over the next 5 to 10 years and grow towards than it was towards like my actual job. There was not a whole lot that related directly to the kind of design work we do. Yeah, like obviously skills, that's the way to handle your combos, but I'm talking about the way to handle his specials, to be clear. Oh, you know what? I need to be right back. Sorry, y'all. Just for starting and then immediately leaving. But gotta take care of this and okay. For some reason my adapter also freaked out, so hopefully that comes back, but I'm gonna deal with that when I return. Be right back, all. Oh, nice. That comment, Cat's comment about auto fight. Hard pass. Not with this anyway. Okay, reading back. Yeah, I'll touch on your question, Jethro. I think the couple different things to run through. First off, I personally am not I'm not really someone who's ever looked too closely at boycotts for this game. Um, and that just kind of comes down to I feel like you should probably only be spending money if you're having fun, and so not spending money if you're not having fun feels pretty logical to me. Um, moving past that, I definitely agree that Nightmare Raids was not in the place it needs to be. Don't want to talk too much more there because that's kind of a whole topic, and we'll see what the team, decides on this next week. I was, as you know, out of office last week. But then the last thing that I'm kind of going to highlight is that kind of thing, everyone who wants to have those discussions, that's totally fine, right? It's like a valid way of voicing displeasure. I am not throwing any shade there, but they just don't take up much space in my brain, because fundamentally boycotts are a means of providing extra incentive for people to do certain things in their jobs, and I don't feel like I need that extra incentive. I show up every day trying to make the game better and more fun, and I go significantly outside of my own job description to do that. And so, like, what effect would that have on me? And so, like, basically devoting any real brain space to it is not going to change what I do in my job and is just going to be bad for my mental health. So if I had a better soundboard, this is where I would click a flushing sound. Doesn't mean that the company as a whole isn't going to pay attention to them, but for me, I won't. Hey, Vader. Welcome, Cat. Hey, Globs. Thanks, Gudra. Welcome, Double P. Yeah, I'm also curious who my first tech will be. I have no idea. Okay, let's grab this. Make them better. Hey, MK, Triple H. Welcome. All right, let's be careful with our heavies. It is so satisfying to get those light intercepts with Kushala. Me too, Cat. I'm honestly wondering if it's the If it might be the dongle I got. But it's way too late to return it, and so I'd just be eating that cost if I get a new one, which will probably die eventually anyway. Technology's disappointing. But I've tried everything else, so I probably do need to try that next. 5,000 subs special. DLL buys a new dongle and restores his game sounds. Does nothing else. I'm kidding. I need to figure out something. I don't know how big I can go, but I'll do something more than that for 5K. Let's see. That's fine. That's fine. Cool. Hey, Silver. Yeah, Morningstar's an interesting one. I definitely understand where you're coming from there. I don't know how many of y'all are on Instagram. Even if you are, you probably aren't seeing the same things I am. But my wife just sent me a reel earlier this week. I think the creator is Tyler McGovern, I want to say, something like that. Maybe no, Tommy. I think it's Tommy. Anyway, he does like silly songs, and the most recent one is "Why Do We Call It a Dongle?" and it's very Michael McDonald inspired. Like same basic sonic landscape as What a Fool Believes. It was a lot of fun. Hey, Misakuri. I absolutely adore that fight opening with Thanos. Just the woomph. Well, that was weird. All right, time for your regen to end the fight for me. I bet they do, Masakre. That's cool. Yeah, let's get our other region going. Flux dispersal on gore is gross. It's fine. Yeah, I think so, Banaz. There's a few that work for, but Hulk is the best raw damage one. Excuse me. That's funny, Masakre. Hey, MSD. I understand those, fan. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Tranquility is gross. Nice, Steven. That's really cool. Were you using second chance or just in general? Hey, Kurt, welcome. I think because of Flux Dispersal, I'm probably still going to use Thanos. Just focus on out healing it. She has a 6-star relic. That'll be enough. He says. I know you can heavy counter core specials. I'm not super confident with it, but actually, we don't even need to counter his specials. We just need to keep throwing the special one. That was definitely my fault. Jesus, I hate when he goes for the second medium. But yeah, we don't need to care about Flux Dispersal because we're just reducing or reversing his regen. Doesn't hurt, though. Are you not enjoying Jean, Jason, or have you just not gotten to the testing with her yet? Or is that just so that you can try Cyclops? Excuse me. I don't think this was even the one that I had planned here. Yeah, we got one passive and three stuck. I'll take that. The reason why I use the Gamora Relic on Thanos, apart from the one that I prefer, Thor on Serpent. Um, yeah, like yes, Thor on Serpent is important, but the other reason is where is this? Like Thanos gains a bunch of Fury buffs in a row, which means you have a much higher chance to trigger this expertise, which then makes the subsequent Furies larger. Um, Fury potency up is because it's buff specific, this doesn't affect all of Serpent's passive Furies or the bonus attack that he gets from his Sig, but it does help everything Thanos does. And then same thing with duration. Serpent's Fury is indefinite, and Thanos's are all buffs. And so, like, this just the opportunity cost between the two, I think, very much favors this. If you're talking about the one we're voting on right now, Jason, don't wait for that. I'm gonna be completely honest. It's gonna be a while on that one. Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. Nice, Silver. Congrats for them. I am jealous. Hey, Boise. Yeah. Um, my team is responsible for relic design. Please throw this. No. Fate seal for me. I really hate this node. But I also just shouldn't have thrown another special one there. They. Yeah, that one was my fault too. Bro. Same cat. Whew. Thanks, OIC. I haven't heard a lot about Gene on defense, so it's interesting hearing that from you. Hey, TC, Natch, welcome. That sounds like you're describing a kitty relic and not a Lockheed relic, Double B. Well, that's gross. We might be able to get through that with Thanos. I don't really feel like dropping someone. We'll deal. Hey, Finn, how's it going? Your Ascended Gene is getting banned? That's funny. Bro! See, this is why I'm not doing Ordeal right now. Okay. Who peed in the Defender's Wheaties this morning? I am not appreciating it. What? He shouldn't have gained power there. Oh, you removed his arm. I know, okay? No, but pulverize isn't supposed to do that. The heck? Hold on, I'm making a note for tomorrow so I can find the replay. Armor Shatter doesn't remove one, no, and he's immune to the armor break, so that shouldn't have done it either. I had the same thought. I don't think that's true, AMK. I'm pretty sure I've seen people using Bill and not trigger the power. We've assigned that for that reason. I don't think that that's correct. Jerk. Okay, not my day. Yeah, it's explicitly supposed to remove pulverize or to ignore pulverize. Well, that's unfortunate. Potato, if you're being serious, then you're being silly. I don't think I need to respond to that one. Hey, Rye, how's it going? Lord. Whoops. Energy actuator took me off the special 3. Okay, then pulverize is just broken. That's very frustrating. I'll deal with that tomorrow. Also, this is gonna stink. Hey, Floyd. Cool. Not like I had enough to do after a week off. Whatever. I'm gonna pass this on to somebody else. Not gonna be my problem. Hey, Cesar. I have not eaten lunch yet. I need to. I should get on that soon, actually. Okay, there's nothing about that fight that Kushala can't take. Thanos can recharge there. What do you do? The whiplash is annoying, but we should be okay with Jen. Alright. Alright, we got some back. Curious if there's any crossover between my music background and characters design. There definitely is. It's kind of difficult to put my fingers on, but yeah, the short answer is yes. The iterative approach, setting boundaries for your creativity, just like a practicing ethos is pretty big, honestly, because a large part of character design is kind of getting the input from other people and then going and woodshedding it, right? Um, Make changes, iterate, see if it works, test it out yourself before you go and get somebody else's opinion, make changes based on that, keep improving it, and then go finally get more input. Like there's a fair amount of overlap, weirdly enough. Hey Harry, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good. That was my fault. All right, thank you for not killing me. I knew it was coming, I just wasn't ready for it. All right, we may not get that much further. Yeah, woodshedding is especially like a jazz musician term. Come on, buddy. Haha. The synergy making it so her traumas ignore glancing is pretty nice. Like, obviously, the damage stops, but the actual debuffs still apply. Okay. Toxic Advance works alright. Yeah, it's probably just Toxic Advance then. Alright, let's see if we can get some health back on these. That's fine for Jen. And that should be ish. That sounds pretty rude. I don't think I want to do that. That seems okay. That also seems okay for Thanos. Not ideal, but okay. Yeah, let's go over here. Stupid. Stupid play by me a couple times. Alright. Come here. Hey, Mike, how's it going, man? Yeah, it has been a bit. Hope you're doing well. Right. Incinerate immune. Okay, back to special 2 we go. All right, we were a little bit net positive on that fight. That's the goalpost. We met it. Dang, Mike. I'm jealous. I'm very jealous. Nice, Miguel. I don't know if you will be, but yeah, it's possible at Max Sig. Huge congrats. Hey, Saifasi. You're defeated anytime soon. Yeah, no, that's insane. I can't really complain about the crystals I opened because the 7-star ratio is solid. Um, Even in opening, I only opened a few for Bastion and Jean together. And I got Sigs on a 7-star Jabari, which is close to useless for me, but objectively better than average. So, don't buy crystals, people. No shame if you do. Just, a reminder that they're objectively throwing units away most of the time. Doesn't stop me from doing it sometimes, but it's important to know. Okay, power snack should be fine. Yeah, can play around Hard Knock Life to deal with heavy baiter. Should be okay. Cassie is obnoxious, but that should be okay. Even playing around encroaching stun, I think we're all right. Hunting any particular champ hard. Just always the answer is always my champions. I opened probably 40 Titans while Patriot was in it. Nothing. It is what it is. Dang it. I knew keeping the fear up was going to be obnoxious. That'll help. I might be exaggerating a little bit, Kat, but it was a long time. It crossed over several large sales. Come here, come here. Thank you. Hmm. I feel like you're expecting a particular answer. I see you. um, yeah, I don't generally have that level of crashing. Um, I don't know what kind of device you're playing on, and I'm not really on that side of the game, so I don't know that I have much more advice to give you other than, restart your device regularly, keep it charged. If it's getting hot, maybe turn off 60 frames per second. I've just been throwing Storm on Jean, Mike. She doesn't really benefit directly from any of the ones that are currently up there, but reducing the opponent's energy resistance is very nice. Oh, come on! I should have known that was going to happen once I pushed her to 2. I think we just die here. Her special 3 does so much damage. Yep. I hate baiting sorcerer's specials. If any of y'all have taken her in AQ on that side, you know exactly what I mean. I really thought that I blocked that one. Oh, Rip Gen. Hopefully there's healing in the next one. Yeah, I was hoping that we would get to the special 2 with Jen, and then we'd be able to control Power Snack, but nope, turns out she just turtled. And I kind of need Jen to get through that guy. But I'm not going to revive. All right. We're only in sector or zone 11. I'm going to go ahead and call this one because, like I said, I should go eat. But thank you everybody for hanging out. This is a good warm-up one. I'll get some feeling back in my fingers, and then at some point this week, I do plan to stream the ordeal. Very likely at several some points this week. But thanks for hanging out all. Later, everybody.